Can I just mention quickly about Elon Musk? Because this is huge. It is incredible that at some point in the future, we will look back at this time and the fact that this massive social media platform, this new public square, is hopefully going to become, again, an unbiased, free platform. And it all started because probably some 22-year-old greenhead freak decided to ban the Babylon Bee, saying a man is a man, essentially. And that is what sparked Elon Musk's interest initially into buying this. So this Christian news parody site, the Babylon Bee, for it to be the catalyst for this enormous change.
Hilarious.
And I tell you, the left are terrified. They have had control of big tech, Facebook, Instagram, and particularly Twitter, where all the media is. And they cannot stomach the fact that he might actually be unbiased. It's not like they're going to be censored. What happened to conservatives isn't going to happen to the left.
No, but they want their echo chamber.
Just the fact that the conservatives are no longer going to be suppressed and silenced and shadow banned and thrown off the site.
So just to reiterate, for those,
huge.
not all our viewers, Rita, are as expert on Twitter as you are. Rita, the tweeter maid. Elon Musk has now gone through with the purchase of Twitter, and he has vowed that he will return it to being the open public forum you talked about. It was on this show, of course, that Joel from the Babylon Bee turned up only a couple of days after that initial banning took place. And as you say, Twitter, there have been people fired. We'll talk to John Heineraker shortly about this.
Banned the guy, I should say the guy, the executive who made the decision to ban Donald Trump.
Yes.
Gone.
Yep.
The executive who decided, it could be the same person, to ban the New York Post or suppress the New York Post story on the Biden files before the 2020 election. Gone. The CEO. He's gone as scored.
So this is actually why it's really, this is a much more important story than just, this silly site, Babylon Bee got banned and all of that stuff. Well, but Twitter has this weird, even though most people in Australia don't use it, it has a weird sort of power to amplify things because it's this echo chamber of establishment thinkers, and they sort of reinforce each other's groupthink. Now, the weird thing is politicians listen to this, and so much of the hysteria and neurosis around the pandemic was, I think, flamed up by this sort of echo chamber around Twitter, where anybody who offered a contrarian view would either be locked out by Twitter or silenced up. But then also, they tip elections. Hunter Biden story, suppressing that would have suppressed votes for Donald Trump. That is interfering in democracy.
And the media is on Twitter. So even though, yes, the majority of Australians prefer Facebook than Twitter, the media is on Twitter. So what happens on Twitter gets then amplified in the mainstream press, and all these trivial, nonsensical, far-left fancies become mainstreamed. Some of the stuff we've seen, the fact that we've had, right here in Australia, Melbourne University academics banned from Twitter for stating biological facts is just appalling. And now, hopefully, there is a new era.